I'm Mike Marsh, and this is True. Today's article, Chicken Soup for the Paleoanthropologist. Human beings have engaged in hobbies for as long as there have been human beings, from trying to hit people with sticks to video games where players try to hit people with sticks. Some people even become so devoted to what started as a hobby that they find a way to make it their profession. One perennially popular hobby is genealogy, which has been around for as long as we can find written records. A particularly extreme form of genealogy is paleoanthropology, whose practitioners attempt to trace their origins not merely through dozens of generations, but back to the earliest origins of the human species, and beyond into the evolution of humans from the rest of the great apes. Passion for such extreme genealogy can run in families. One noteworthy example is the Leakeys, who boast 3 generations of prominent paleoanthropologists. Louis and Mary Leakey produced many remarkable finds and many remarkable paleoanthropologists, including Jane Goodall, Diane Fossey, and their son Richard Leakey. Richard also made many important finds, and his daughter Louise continues the family tradition today. Paleoanthropology often meets neoanthropology, as it did for Richard Leakey during a 1970 dig at Omo Kibish in Ethiopia while searching for some of the earliest remains of Homo sapiens. While normally extremely conscientious during fieldwork, one day he neglected to wear his dust mask and developed a cough from inhaling particulates. This advanced over the course of several days until he was running a high fever and was beyond the camp doctor's ability to diagnose and treat. As Leakey's condition worsened, the team became desperate for any treatment that they could reasonably reach. They learned from the locals of a village in nearby Mbale, Uganda, where the inhabitants had some sort of healing elixir reputed to work wonders. Failing that, it was on the way to Kampala, which had a modern hospital, if Leakey survived long enough to reach it. With no better options and little to lose, they brought Leakey to the village of Gangama. They were welcomed there by the Abayudaya people, who promised to do what they could for him. The Abayudaya, or people of Judah, are a community of Ugandans who converted to Judaism in 1919, much to the annoyance of the British, who were paying their military and spiritual leader, Seme Kakungulu, to convert to Christianity instead. As the British were not upholding their side of the deal, dating from the 1880s, Kakungulu felt no need to uphold his, resulting in a break with both Christianity and the colonial government. The year following Kakungulu's declaration of conversion, his Abayudaya people were visited by a foreigner known only as Yosef. An Ashkenazi Jew, he introduced the community to contemporary European Jewish traditions. While they knew certain observances, such as the general rules of keeping kosher, they did not know about the generally accepted schedule of the holidays, nor how they, or daily and weekly observances, were celebrated. He also taught them some of his beloved traditional recipes, including the particular variety of chicken soup that is so renowned as a near cure-all and is commonly known as Jewish penicillin. This was the miraculous elixir of which the dig team was told, and over several days the soup began to return Richard Leakey to his former health. The Abayudaya were generous hosts and treated the paleoanthropologists as honored guests. Lunches were catered by Aaron's Deli, typically featuring chopped liver with rye bread, deep-fried knishes, egg salad sandwiches, and coleslaw. Aaron's Deli was also renowned for the rugelach, made with a fava bean and millet dough and filled with yam-like likinya. Dinners tended to be simpler affairs, with a simple whitefish and a lumbu borscht. On the Sabbath, however, they were treated to a feast featuring a wildebeest brisket. The Leakey expedition and the Abayudaya became good friends during Richard's convalescence, and on future digs in the region, Richard Leakey would always make a point of visiting his old friends. His daughter Louise, who frequently works in East Africa, continues this tradition today and has even attended the bar and bat mitzvahs of the grandchildren of some of the people who saved her father's life with their care and, of course, their chicken soup. There's a link in the show notes to a short documentary on the Abayudaya people if you would like to hear some of the actually true history and traditions of these people. This has been True. Find us online at truecast.com. Our theme song is Bouncy by Sean McMullen from his album Everything. You can find more of his music at sofadogstudio.com.